Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Chemistry Quarter 4. I am really excited to get started this quarter, and I'm also really excited that I get to see you guys more often this quarter than I did at the beginning of the year. So, hopefully, there's some stuff that you remember from last quarter, and if there's some stuff that you've forgotten, it's okay. We're going to do a review, and just make sure that you reach out and ask questions as you are going. So, what I want to do is walk you through some of the stuff on your Schoology. You will notice that I did not link periods 2 and period 6 this quarter. It just created a couple too many problems for me, and so I have them separated. Okay, but both of them are going to be the same. It's just going to be that they're not linked. So here you have your lab safety contract. Then we have our chemistry syllabus. When you click on the chemistry syllabus, you'll recognize that it is updated for quarter 4. So there are a couple of things that have changed. Number one, we are in a twice a week schedule. So Mondays will still be your distance learning. And then Tuesdays will be groups AC, Wednesdays BD, Thursdays AC, and Fridays BD. And most often we will do labs on Thursdays and Fridays. And we will be doing wet labs, and I will talk more about those as those come up. And you'll also notice that the schedule is going to be different for holiday weeks and different things. So, for example, this first week back, you're going to start your distance learning on Monday. On Friday. So, Friday is going to be your distance learning. And then your Monday, you will have groups BD. Tuesday will be AC, Wednesday BD, and Thursday AC. So this Friday, we have a holiday for the first week back. Now, your assignments are still going to be on Schoology. Your grades are going to be the same. Grading policy is still going to be the same. Just make sure that you look at Infinite Campus for your updated grade. Also, tutorial. Tutorial is going to be different this quarter than it was even last quarter. Last quarter, I did not run tutorials. This quarter, I am going to run an assigned tutorial either Tuesday or Wednesday, and I will reach out to you with an expected time for that. Most likely, I will have that to you by the first Monday that we come back. Okay. And then also, if you need to reach out for a scheduled appointment, go ahead and do that through Calendly or go ahead and email me. Okay. We will do all of those tutorial meetings through Zoom unless the school tells us that we can do them in person. Attendance. The attendance policies, basically, it is not based on just participation. It's not based on just clicking things. However, I will be taking attendance based on if you have engaged with the material daily. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I will not be having mandatory Zooms every day, but I will have some scheduled mandatory Zooms every once in a while during the quarter. So if you will please pay attention to your emails or announcements, I'll usually announce it on the Monday Start Here page. And I do expect distance learners to check in regularly during Zoom tutorials. But again, no designated specific Zoom meetings for class unless I state otherwise in our Start Here information or announcements. Okay. And then when I do announce those, I do expect you to check in and consider yourself in my class during your scheduled time daily. Okay. Managing the course load, just be aware that your course is supposed to take up to 10 hours per week for this class. So if you have any questions or if there are any issues, please go ahead and reach out. Okay. Zoom will be used for occasional in-class announcements, occasional in-class activities, and then also will be used for tutorial. Okay. I will only take late work up to 2 weeks late from the day that it was due, but assessments will not be able to be completed late. So be aware of those. And then also, this is an issue that came up last quarter, and I want to make sure that it is taken care of as soon as possible. So I need you to understand that no late work will be accepted beyond Tuesday, June 1st for this class. It doesn't matter if it's not been 2 weeks from the last assignment. Nothing will be accepted past Tuesday, June 1st. And then also late work must be submitted with your late work form, and your work will not be accessible after 11 a.m. 2 weeks after the due date. Okay. And then always email me if you have any questions. So going back to your course materials, you'll see that there's the parent letter from quarter one, and then periodic table, scientific calculator, late work submission form, and naming and forming ionic bond sheet. This is going to become your best friend, so you might want to print that out. Okay. Then going back to the course material for this week, we are going to have, you should find this video in the start here. Okay. So that's going to be on day one, which is Friday, the 26th. So you're going to click on start here. All of these start here and are going to be announcements and videos, or also your weekly calendar. So please make sure that you take a look at that. Here is a list of our weekly calendar. So you'll see what your assignments are going to be every day. I tried to make the very first day back quite simple. So you're going to have your syllabus review. So review your syllabus and fill out your information on your Google form and submit that. Then your crash course, the crash course video is types of chemical bonds. And then also your Bozeman ionic versus covalent compounds. Please make sure that you take some notes on those. They will really help you as we progress through this unit. Then on Monday, you're going to do some engagement with some compounds in your cabinet. So that's going to be something that's done at home. Those of you who are going to be at school, I will probably bring in a few different items for you guys to take a look at, or you can do that when you go home, because I would like to spend class time focusing on this ionic bonds gizmo. Okay. You'll also have the Tyler DeWitt writing ionic formulas for your ed puzzle. You'll notice that Monday will take quite a bit longer than your Friday activity because the gizmos tend to take a bit of time. Okay. Reach out if you have any questions on that gizmo though. Then you're going to go through some CK12 readings. Each CK12 reading is worth 5 points. And what you're going to do with those is you're going to make sure that you click on the assessments and then submit. So let me walk you through that. Going back to the calendar, and I'm going to go to Tuesday. Okay. And when I look at Tuesday, then I'm going to show you where that information is. So Tuesday, and you'll notice this stuff will show up every single day. It's got a different day and time that it's going to be posted. So on Tuesday, you will scroll to, say, naming binary ionic compounds. So I'm going to click on that. This is going to be a CK12, and then it's going to open up here, and I'm going to look at this from the student view. And it's going to take just a tiny bit of time for that to load. Okay. So I'm going to preview the assignment, and this is what your assignment should look like. Okay. And so when I do that, you're going to scroll down and you're going to take notes on the reading that's going to pop up. And then there's going to be some practice problems. Okay. There's a problem set. And then up on the very, very top of the banner, there's going to be something for your site that says turn in. And you need to make sure that you submit that. I will not get your grade if you don't submit that. Okay. So as we wait for this to load, I apologize that it's taking so long. Okay, so here you'll see your reading, and up on this black banner, you will have a section that says turn in. So make sure that you submit that right there, or again, I will not get your assignment. So you're going to read this and take some notes. This is on naming binary ionic compounds. And then at the very bottom, you will have a view practice. So you're going to click on the view practice, and then you're going to go through these practice problems. You need to answer 10 correct to move on. And you can go back and you can keep doing it until you answer all 10 correct. And then that will push your grade to me. Okay. So that's what your CK12 is going to look like this week. And then you're going to have a few more ed puzzles. And then also, so you'll have ed puzzles, some more CK12, and then you'll have a naming ionic formulas activity. And that activity, there is a tutorial video that goes along with that, as well as the ionic bonds gizmo. Then finally, you'll wrap up the week with some review questions, going over some stuff, and then on covalent bonds. And then you'll have a quick quiz on ionic and covalent bonds. So if you have any questions this week, please go ahead and reach out, and I'd be happy to help you.